Hey dude, I'm a man. I run off testosterone. But do you have too much estrogen? Oh, well I'm a lady, and I run off estrogen, so I can't have too much. Well, I'm Darius' Sugarless Crystals, and that's not entirely true. So this is a really big problem right now, having too much estrogen as men and women. It's coming from via products, our food. Well, I'm gonna try to have a little structure with it so I won't just ramble off on things. Okay, so for now, let's look at this. This, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is yin and yang. And I love this symbol and everything it represents. But for right now, we're gonna talk about balance. Yin and yang in the context of men and women. As men, we're primarily estrogen. As men, we're primarily testosterone with a little bit of estrogen. And as women, you're primarily estrogen with a little bit of testosterone. And see, this balance creates the great the great universe, I guess you could say. Because a little bit of you and me, and a little bit of me and you, makes things equal. And I'm not gonna get all spiritual and all that kind of thing like that. As anything else, when balance gets off, let's say shiitake mushrooms hits the fan, all right? Like things get out of whack and not very good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna examine a couple of things of signs and symptoms in men and women. Let's start in men. One particular thing is man boobs. Yeah, man boobs. And I myself suffer from this as a little kid, like late elementary, early middle school. I had a really big issue with overweightness and things of that nature, which kind of led me onto the path that I am now, but that's another video. Another thing is belly fat, which is the beer belly and things of that nature. But see, the thing that's a sensitive subject because there are so many things that causes belly fat. I don't want to highlight that too much, you know? Another is an increased risk of prostate cancer, depression, and erectile dysfunction. And as a man, nothing else should have caught your attention than erectile dysfunction. Like, come on, you got my ear. Now for the women, there's some interesting points here. Because you guys are naturally estrogen anyway, so you're like, hey, too much of a good thing can't be a problem, right? Yes, it can. Let's use bacon as an example. We all love bacon, most people do. So, a little bacon, as far as I've known, that's never killed anyone. But if one day I would decide to, let's say, eat 5,000 calories worth of bacon for the next year or so, I think it's gonna cause some problems, you know? You get the metaphor? Like, something that high estrogen causes is it increases the risk of breast cancer, amongst so many other things that do increase the risk of breast cancer, but increases the risk of other cancers also. But another thing that it makes your menstrual cycle irregular. And that's a very, very big thing in my eye. I don't think people pay enough attention to that, or they care enough about it. Like, it's a really big thing. Like, I mean, these teenage girls are getting on birth control now. And I spoke with a woman one time, and she was like, yeah, I'm on birth control. Let's say two women. I spoke to one who was on birth control and it took her period away. And then one that was on birth control and she wouldn't stop bleeding worth anything. Now, as a man, I can only say so much about it because I don't know much about it in the sense of the feeling of it, you know? I mean, I know about it from reading science books and everything, but of course I've never experienced it. So I can only say but so much. But to me, if I were to be able to, let's say, take a pill and just stop peeing one particular day, I think that would be a problem with me. Like, because, you know, you're stopping something that's natural. You know, you're throwing off the flow of things, you know? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Another symptom I really want to touch on is the weight gain aspect. Now, of course, the same as in men, in women, it can cause belly fat as well. But this is interesting because I see it all over, you know, social media and things of that nature, where the thick girl is the thing. But did you know a sign of estrogen dominance is bigger hips, bigger butt, and bigger thighs? Now, women are naturally curvy, which is a great thing. I mean, as a man, I love me a curvy woman. But you guys have natural curves in the sense of it doesn't have to be like boom, boom, boom. It doesn't have to be that big. I mean, you can have a woman in nice shape and she has a small frame and she's curvy. I like that. But anyway, it's not about what I personally like. You're gonna have a nice curvy and you're gonna have a bad curvy. And to be honest, I'm almost certain, like, some people, men and women, you probably kind of know the difference between what I'm talking about. Like, you can see a woman where she has hips and thighs or a butt and it just looks very, very unhealthy. Not to mention the ones that are getting plastic surgery, but that's a whole nother topic. But you know what I mean? You can tell, like, it doesn't look very healthy at all. This is a sign of estrogen dominance. And I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if society tried to make it okay or not, but like, it's a thing now. Like, okay, well, she's thick, so it's all right. Like, nah, man, there's a problem there. And as much as I love a curvy woman, I want a curvy, healthy woman. You know, I want somebody that's gonna live my days out with me. All right, it's a pretty simple video, not extra long. This is a particular topic I definitely plan on going deeper and deeper and deeper into. I'm actually gonna make it a series. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time watching, subscribe now and hit that little notification icon. So that way, when we upload one of these, you'll be the first to know. That's gonna wrap this up. This is Darius at Sugarless Crystals, your sugar-free destination of YouTube. And you know, the thing is, you see men acting a lot more feminine these days, and then you see like these girls, like, they're growing up extra fast and they look like women at such a young age. They're getting their periods earlier, you know. And I hear a lot of old people say there's something in the water. And you know what? They're right.